Hello, Celestial Captains, this is Crimson, and you're watching some FTL. Now picking where we left off on our Zoltan A, and in Sector 3. Our ship's doing pretty good so far. As you can see, we have a nice weapon system going. It takes a lot of power, but it does a lot of damage. I'm still relying on a beam. We have a Mantis on piloting, because we don't have any better options. Good amount of scrap, and our systems are looking good. A little bit of damage there, but we're fine. Okay, so we have a little bit of nebulas. I'm a little frustrated that we didn't get any crew members out of the last nebula we went through, the last sector. So that's a little frustrating. Jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its NG escort takes you for the attacker and retaliates. They refuse all hails. So, gotta be a little careful about this when you see they have two shields, which makes our beam a little less viable here. But we have our hull laser too, so we're basically going to treat them as they had no shields when we fire that. Of course, they have an ion thing. I still have no idea how to tell these ions apart, but it's going to do a lot of damage to my Zoltan shield. Two there. They have a halberd beam of their own, it looks like. And they have a defense drone if we try to hit them with missiles. Hopefully that's not going to get lasers. So, how do we want to take you out? We want to get a halberd beam into shields with the laser, so that'll take them down to one shield, because their halberd beam's going to do 2 damage, provided we don't miss. We'd also like to get weapons, but we really want to maximize the number of systems hit, especially on an NG ship, because they're going to repair nice and quick. So what can we do? We could probably get 4 at least, maybe 5. Just the 4, huh? Well, getting the weapons probably is a good idea, but we'll take a chance here. We're gonna go down like this into the med bay. Didn't take him out right away, but it looks like our hull smasher laser will do just that. Of course, you see their halberd beam taking out my shields. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna take too much more damage. Hopefully my hull laser will charge before their ion weapon gets through. And looks like we're gonna take out this ship, no problem. And a breach on the last shot. Thanks for that one. Okay, we got some more fuel out of that one because we didn't have enough already. Of course, you know, this is Sector 3 and we haven't upgraded our shields to level 2. That's because we have the Zoltan shield. We don't have too much to worry about. You can't see anything through the thick gases surrounding your ship without knowing what is out there. All you can do is wait for your FTL to charge. Well, thank you, Nebula. You've been worthless. You've been giving me nothing this whole time. I volunteered to go through you for a chance to get more crew members. You didn't give me anything. Boy, do I need that much fuel, huh? I've already had a ton this run. Buying the 6 fuel for telescope will pretty much guarantee I'll never run into fuel problems. And it's, well, the best deal you can get for fuel, so I'm going to take the full thing. We'll see if it pays off. Probably not. But, we're erring on the safe side for fuel. Because you really don't have to worry about fuel too much, because a lot of the ships you fight will give you fuel. A small shuttle appears on the local radar. Turns out a rebel automated scout. A very weak rebel automated scout with nothing to worry about. Well, fine then, I'll just take you out in one beam shot. So we put our hull laser 1 in a systemless room. So it'll do plenty of damage. Although the beam is going to do all the damage itself, so really don't need it. But yeah, you see there, it does 2 damage in a systemless room. Still only 1 damage to shields though. That's the rough part. Okay. The stress down there, not too worried about it. Unless we want a chance of getting the rock ship, or the crystal cruiser. That's what I'm talking about. Still don't have that one. That is a very tough RNG to get. The Mantis outcasts sometimes make the mistakes of taking the Zoltan for easy game. A scout moves in to attack while a boarding party beams aboard you from a nearby transport. You don't know how the intruders managed to get past your Zoltan energy shield that blocks boarding and stuff, yeah. I'm frustrated about that one. Well, looks like level 2 doors. Can I lead you into my med bay? Well, doesn't look like you want to. Let's see if we can... Nope, come on. Come on. Aw, they got through into my piloting. That's not good. Well, I should be able to air out my piloting and then force them into my med bay where I won't have tough time fighting them. Okay, so a dual laser and a basic laser, nothing to worry about there. Just gotta let them suffocate. Okay, so let's fire off this. Boom boom, and our beam. Take out the shields, go all the way through the weapons. Oh, it was awfully kind of them to teleport back right as their ship exploded. That's so nice. Close all doors, wait for the air to get back in there. We could open them up to get that air back in nice and quick. Nice little micro trick, close all doors, open all doors. Ship will get oxidated, nice and fast. Okay, we're seeing a lot of scrap right now, that's nice. Hopefully we'll see a store with some good options soon. Like a pre-igniter. Come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. You quickly receive a transmission from the pirate. Stay out of this. Fight and we'll make it worth your while. Fuel. More fuel. Do I really need that? 14 scrap compared to the 20s, maybe 30s I'll be getting from this. I'll be a hero. Although it is a Zoltan shield, so you may want to consider that when you are going for the normal, easy shot of fighting the pirates and getting the double loot. Because these energy shields can be pretty frustrating. Alright, so how we want to sync our weapons for this one. Got through their shield nice and quick, but they did the same to us. Okay, looks like that went nice and smooth for us. We're going to need to get their weapons offline, but with our halberd beam being that damage and lining up with that, we're gonna go for nothing. Oh, that was not a good hit. 2 misses. Well, I guess we're just gonna take the shot like this then. Okay. Hopefully we'll get a dodge of our own, and that heavy laser 2 isn't gonna do 2 damage to any of our systems. Miss, miss. A systemless room. Okay, that's not so bad. So, we will fire you there, and you'll miss for us. Thank you. Thank you so much. It looks like our halberd beam's going to be able to take out the ship, so... A more generous bribe of 18 scrap. I think I'll reject that and continue my assault, as my beam was in the process of killing them. 21 scrap. And I examine the ship I just saved. Quickly jumps away before you have a chance to speak now. Oh, that's a bummer. So one thing you got to think about when you have to either accept that bribe or not accept that bribe, you have to think about whether or not you will get any loot from that extra ship, which runs away far too often, the cowards. But they can give you double loot for that event. That's pretty nice. You discovered one of the rebels' autonomous scouts. The ship's AI wastes no time in engaging your ship. Okay, so that's an... Ooh, looks like a pretty serious ion there, because it's got the 2 there. And a missile. Our Zoltan shield should hold out easily against it, but... this could be a very deadly ship in another situation. Oh, nice miss there for a change, on my end. So, we're gonna get those weapons offline. Although they did miss, we have more options for that. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Well, I'll go ahead and get the weapons, just to be safe. No need to take any unnecessary risks. So all that's online is the missile. Taking that ion offline is pretty good. And it's a 1 damage missile, so yeah. Nothing to worry about here. Take that out and fire our beam through. Should kill the ship. There we go, weapons guy leveled up. That's good. Oh, look at that, 32 scrap from that guy. That's nice. No shops here. That's not too good. So how do I want to make my next jumps? I want to get down there to see if I can find a shop, because I would really like to find that. Otherwise, we're going to have to start looking at upgrading what we have, and plotting to fight with that. A rebel ship is guarding this beacon. You order the pursuit course and prepare to scratch up 1 more. Ooh, that's a heavy missile, and a dual laser looks like. So no issues here. Not going to be taking any damage, and because of the rebel fighter layout, we're going to get a nice beam across shields and weapons. And even engines, so they don't dodge. So, fire that off there. Oh, I mean, you managed to take out that missile before it fired. That's nice. Let's get it all the way killed. Oh, crummy offer of 8 missiles when I have 25. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna let these Rebel Scrum get off that easy. So we'll see if our hull laser can take them out by hitting the systems room when they have 3 hull left. 1, 2, yes! Save us a little bit of time on the halberd being recharged. Oh, look at that, 32 scrap. And they wanted to give me missiles. And hello, store. We're gonna go straight to that because we have 248 scrap, some things to sell. Our Mantis crew here has hunkered down in the abdomen of a long-dead space whale. The only way, presumably, for them to operate their black market trade without detection. Worth a look? Okay. Well, gonna want to repair while it's still 2. Scrap recovery arm. As you can see, we're gonna get 10% more scrap from any source, which is very tempting. It is Sector 3, but it's the end of Sector 3, so you gotta think. Am I going to get 500 scrap in the rest of this run? Because then it'll pay for itself. Of course, you know, you never know. Well, that's going to be, it's also going to take out one of your augmentation slots that you got to think about. The automated reloader is almost a no-brainer. If you can get that one, it's going to do you pretty good. You can think about drone control. Probably not going to bother with the crew teleporter because we're the Zoltan ship. We have 4 weapon slots here, so we don't want to do too much boarding and lose Mantis pals like we have before. You will be remembered. Now we could go with cloaking to accent our Zoltan's shield. That is another tempting one to have, or we can save up for that later. Don't have to buy any fuel, luckily. We can sell our missile because we really don't need that. Although, yeah, we definitely don't need a missile. We could get cloaking and the scrap recovery arm. It is tempting. That's going to take 1 power for that, but we have 1 floating already. I think it is a little rough to want to fill up all my augmentation slots, because you never know when you could find one floating in space. So over 500 scrap in 5 sectors. That is a tough one, actually. I think we are not going to get it. So every time you buy a drone control, you can either get a system repair drone or a defense drone. And you really want to get that defense drone because the system repair drone isn't that good. But we didn't get that, so we have drone control, nothing to do with it. But we can upgrade our weapons one to get our ion blast online. Move that on over. And we're looking pretty solid for our weapon system. Looks like we can get 2 more jumps in before the rebels get up on us, because they're jerks like that. Ah, you find an abandoned mining station on a nearby moon. A quick scan shows no informs. However, you discover a usable drone schematic. Defense drone Mark 1. That is quite nice. Probably worth powering up our power systems to be able to get that online. Ooh. Okay, we'll play it safe and only go for 1 more jump. Or jumping to the exit at least. You've arrived with the long-range beacon. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. I think we'll attack this slaver scum. Although I'm a little concerned about their ship. Burst laser 2 and a halberd beam. They're going to be able to take down my shield and do some damage. So let's see, what we'll do here is we'll fire off our ion blast. Have the whole laser take a shot. Okay, and we are going to do lots of damage right here. Oh, we managed to get that one taken care of without losing any hull. And we will take a crew. Oh, Regan, how are you doing on piloting? Do I really want to have you stand around? No. We'll have our Mantis guy just hang out. I mean, I really don't need to worry about being bored too much between the Zoltan shield and the level 2 doors, but well, yeah, fine. Fine, Mantis, you'll be the Mantis pilot for this run. Just I don't care anymore. Mantis pilot, we're making it happen. Slug Home Nebula or NG controlled sector. We still are a little low on crew. Could use an NG, that would be very nice. Or we could play it safe on our next jump. Either way, we're gonna have to jump into a hostile sector before the last stand. And looks like no matter what we do, we're gonna have 2 green, or 2 green potentially, and a purple. Well, game, you're making this one tough on me. Well, no one likes the slugs because they're psionic jerks, so we're just gonna head to the nice, safe NG space. You have arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up for your journey. And looks like we will. A lot of distress going on right here. Take the nice corner jump. Hopefully we'll be able to get some more drones. Ooh. You follow the distress beacon to a small asteroid belt. You find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. They message you, "Help! Our shields are down and I don't know how much longer we can last." So we're going to try to shield them with my ship and escort them out of the field. We're going to take a little bit of hull damage, but I will succeed in preventing them from being entirely destroyed, but their ship took a number of hits in the process. They offer some of the scrap and fuel they were mining out of the asteroid as thanks. So we took 2 hull for 4 fuel and 48 scrap. And that is without even a scrap recovery on. Okay, so an unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victims begin a distress message until a pirate cuts in and offers you to split the bounty if you sit tight. I think that's a no for 23 scrap. Okay, so let's just get all these firing, because we're going to have to get through that energy shield. So they have a, I believe that's a hull beam, hull smash beam. I think that does 2 damage, and an ion there. Okay, we are going to actually save our halberd beam. Oh, actually our ion blast is going to get straight on through, so we don't need to worry about that. Wow, I'm surprised. Go ion blast. Okay, so can we manage to get 5? It looks like we have an easy 4. I think we will. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah. Nice 5-shot right there. Well, let's say yeah. Fine. Our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. That's still not very good, though. I think killing is going to be the way to go. Just shoot you down like nothing. Oh no, you beamed my shields. Never would I do against that 1 damage. Oh, a substantial collection of scrap material, just the 24 that they were offering as a deal. Will we get... Oh, thank the heavens you showed up. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but our engineer should be proficient enough to patch up your ship a bit after that nasty fight. That fight that did 0 damage, but... Technically, I guess we could say we got 6 scrap extra out of that repair. This is a very distressing sector. Jeez. What's going on here? Are the Mantis doing that much? You arrived just in time to see an unusually well-armed NG ship destroying a small pirate craft. A teleport signals intruder detected. Intruder on deck. You don't know how they got through your Zoltan energy shield. Ugh. Doesn't even say that this time. A young mantis in a charred uniform has teleported onto the deck. He begs for sanctuary from the NG and offers to serve in exchange for your protection. The NG have already traced the teleporter signal and have offered a deal in exchange for the prisoner. Well, I could potentially get me a Mantis. Don't know why I'd need it. Maybe for boarding for the final fight, but that involves buying a crew teleporter, which I'm not too keen on this run, because our weapons aren't looking too great. So I'm going to try to offer him up. He won't go easily and causes serious damage before being captured. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. He would have joined as opposed to being a trap, but I didn't want that Mantis. I didn't. We've lost too many Mantis now to give up a fugitive Mantis. Okay, a ship without life forms within a nearby defense asteroid field is giving off a distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. We shall search for the ship. Well, what appears to be pieces of a derelict ship coated with ice or crystals. Before you have a chance to dock, a few asteroids get past your shields and partially damage your engines. You have to pull out. So that looks like it may have been the stasis pod option. That has a percent chance to fail unless you are the rock ship or have rock plating. So no crystal cruiser for us, but hopefully we'll get into that in another video. You find a Mantis ship harrying a small squad of NG. They make it to the node and jump off, leaving you toe-to-toe with their pursuer. Well, that is a basic laser, dual laser, and a small bomb. So nothing to worry about there. Nothing our defense drone will be able to shoot down. That's a little frustrating. So we'll have you fire shields. And miss, of course. Okay, you take that out and miss. We'll see if Ion, can you do it for us, Ion? Alright, there you go. So our Ion wasn't able to fly all the way there in time to get both shields down, but oh well. Not too much to worry about thanks to our Zoltan shields. We'll move our... Oh. They boarded us with an NG as their last-ditch effort. We're gonna send our weak little human to take him out. Because, we literally have nothing to worry about here. We'll watch this fight here. The half-damage NG against the worthless squishy human. Who will win? The NG boarding from the Mantis ship onto my Zoltan ship. Of course, you notice he boarded much later because we had the Zoltan shields keeping him from boarding. For a change, the Zoltan shields actually kept someone from boarding us. So that doesn't normally happen, as you've noticed. Frustrating. Quite frustrating. Okay, so how do we want to do the rest of this section? Well, we'll go up, tag that stress beacon, and see if we can find the shop. That would be very nice. 6 more fuel for -3 missiles. Why not? Why not? We don't need fuel or missiles. We need neither of those things. Doesn't matter. We got a good deal. Why not? Ooh, and we've seen this one before. Another option we have, aside from NG, is disable the defense system with our Ion Blast weapon. Yay, you use your Ion weaponry to disable the gun long enough for the repair crews to fix it. They message you. I've never seen a weapon like that before. Thanks for your help. Please accept this reward. Well, thank you for that ton of scrap. Oh, you're still distressed even though I'm on top of you? Jeez. What jerks. I don't appreciate my help. Maybe next time I won't. Oh, gee. Well, it's a deal. At least, you see a small station fitted with hundreds of repair drones. You receive an automated message. We don't know who you are and we don't care. But this is the right place for some ship repair. So we're going to take that deal. I'm not even going to bother counting because it's not that important. That little repair station right there probably could have got that filled up for 2 instead of the 3 it takes to repair. Oh, really? Really, game? I'm going to buy some. Because, you know, who doesn't need more fuel? We will set our ship full of fuel, send it at the enemy flagship, and just fire a laser on it, just cause a massive explosion. A small merchant ship message you. Underground Federation comm channels are all talking about your secret mission. Let us install a weapon to help. Good luck. A Pegasus missile. Well, at the very least, it can replace our halberd beam. But I don't have too much use for it. Of course, this fires 2 missiles, 2 damage, pierces all shields. So, this is one of the best missiles you can look to get. One of the major problems is the 20-second charge time on it, but pierces 5 shields with breach chance and fire chance. If you're going for missiles, there's not a lot of better options out there. It looks like we're going to miss our store because we don't want to have to jump through a whole lot of rebels, because this only connects into 3 places. It's a shame to miss the store, especially with all this scrap sitting there. A rebel fighter here would seem to suggest elements of a rebel fleet already marking incursions on enemy space. You move to engage. Oh boy. So that is unfortunately a 3 shield. Luckily we figured out that our Ion Blast sinks in nice and easy. They have a defense drone there, and nothing for lasers. This is a heavy laser 1 and a basic laser. But they have a defense drone 2. That's going to be a little frustrating. Defense drone 2 can shoot down lasers and ion shots, so we have to make sure that everything syncs up to get past it. Okay, all 3 weapons are up, so fire them all. And of course, because it's an ion weapon that didn't get shot down, it was a whole weapon that got shot down. The shield we took down got unpowered. So, we get to deal with that, but we'll try it a little bit better this time. Okay, so we fire our ion weapon, let it get shot down, fire the whole weapon, hopefully we'll get 2 lasers off, one of which will miss. Well, this is going to be a little frustrating. Of course now, because we only have the 1 shield, they can potentially do some damage to us when their weapons sync up. Okay, we'll try this one again. Okay, there we go. We can get some damage through. We're going to make sure that we get through on this one. Okay, so we're going to get this beam across here. We'll try to get the whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 system shot. You really need to get that drone unpowered, and of course a defense drone 2 that can shoot down laser takes up 4 power, so any damage we can do at all would probably get that thing down. Of course it won't. So we have another weird option here. We managed to do some damage to their shields at least. But man, we didn't get that drone down. That is awful. That is not good, but we proved that we can do damage to this ship. And we still don't have too much to worry about with them struggling to get past our one shield. And of course with that miss, we didn't manage to get any damage in that time. A little frustrating, but still not too much to worry about. We could jump away from this, but I think we'll go for that damage. And more misses. And of course the 2 laser shot down. Ooh, that's not good. Well, send our squishy little human to go help with those repairs, because that's the shield being down. That's not good. Okay. Beginning to think it might be worth powering up the Pegasus missile, because that'll be guaranteed to get through, and with them managing to hit our shields. Oh, well. That didn't sync up very well at all. Alright. Alright, you've done enough damage to me. You got a breach going on in there. So, okay, as you saw that we opened up the doors here to make sure that breach doesn't power down the oxygen. Hopefully we'll get our shields up to stop taking damage. Come on, Zoltan, man. You can do it. There we go. So, we're gonna try to do... and our shields didn't get powered because of the good old NG problem. So who doesn't love the NG scenario of NG making sure that things don't get powered up when they come back online? They shot our weapons and powered down our Pegasus beam. So this is bad, but it still looks like we'll be able to handle it. Just need to make sure our weapons get repaired nice and quick, so I can start looking at doing some damage to them. We have plenty of missiles for this. So this situation is getting a little bad. A little bad. Of course, looks like we're going to be able to recover from this no problem. Come on. Come on. Just gotta wait for our Pegasus to charge. Make sure they don't hit us in between. Okay. Fired those 2. Make sure they take the shot down from the... This is the hero rigger. So, their defense drone 2 looks like it shot down 2 lasers, or 2 lasers and a missile, and then we had misses. So we're just gonna fire them all at the same time this time. See what we get. Man, that defense drone is a hero. Jeez. It's getting a little frustrating, I'll admit it. Might just want to power up the Pegasus missile, jeez. The Pegasus missile and the halberd beam, because might as well be the same thing. And the door control got powered offline, so we can't stabilize that breach. That's lovely. We really need that drone offline. Oh, thank you, finally. Finally we get that drone offline. Okay. We're going to leave the Pegasus missile powered, even though we got that offline. So we're going to have to be very careful what we do from here now that we finally got that drone offline, but doing 2 damage. Oh boy, and we've got fires all over the place, eh? Well, hopefully they won't spread too much. Of course, what you gotta worry about fires is your door control being fired up and your O2 being down. That is in a pretty dangerous place, although we have plenty of issues to deal with right now. So, gonna make extra sure that that drone control is down. And we're just gonna keep missing over and over again. That's bad. Okay, we're gonna give up on this jump because we have just had the worst luck on that one. I hate to say it, but we just gotta get away. We could get 9 fuel for 1 drone part. Huh. Well, okay. So we had a really bad luck with that ship and we jumped away. And we didn't lose any crew, didn't lose too much for that one. We need Regan here to finish repairing these doors. At least to level 1 so we can get this fire taken care of. Okay, you got that. So we can go ahead and air out this fire. And we can think about getting all our crew healed up and moving on. And Regan, you should heal. So no issues here with airing out the fire. Of course, opening up the extra doors there will actually make your ship air out a little bit faster. Something to keep in mind. Of course, a few micro arrows on that last one could have caused us to be able to take that ship, but we were just having no luck against that. And of course, because we don't have level 2 shields, they were going to be able to get through us. And that 3 shields with the defense drone 2, that's a very deadly combination to have to go up against. Okay, so let us get out of the sector And on to sector number 5, the Uncharted Nebula. Thanks to the high nebula density of this sector, very little of it has been charted. The rumors of what lurks in the depths abound. My voice is going! But I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. And my hat is off to you.